November Mike 4 Oscar. The name's David, and I'm in Laurinburg, North Carolina. Over.
Roger, and I don't know if I'm having a dyslexic moment or not. November Mike 4 Oscar, is that a correct call?
4 Oscar, is that a correct call? Yes, that's correct. It's a 2x1. I really wanted a 1x2, but the best I could do in the 4-call area.
Yes, sir. Well, you got a good call sign there. I thought that's what it was, but then sometimes I think, no, that wasn't what he said. I copy slowly on phonetics anyway, and because I'm looking for accuracy, and sometimes it. Oh well, but I'm usually correct about 95% of the time. Only occasionally do I have to check with QRZ about something. Used to be in the beginning. I was there. I live there, but now I'm kind of doing 5 or 6 things at once, and they're all working out. What's the name there, sir?
All working out. What's the name there, sir? The name's David, and we have talked before several months back. I'm running a 43-foot vertical antenna with a Balun, and probably 800 watts out. And you sound good. I came by here every so often, and I've got a number of tips, but still not sure about mine. I think you adjusted this one before.
Yes, sir. I think it looks just fine. You have a dynamic range of about 3 dB, and the equalization, you have a nice articulated audio. I don't know what else. What radio were you running?
Don't know what else. What radio were you running? I'm running an Icon 7610 into Expert 1.5 amp, but I'm only running 800 watts. I have it in the medium power level. I think that's enough. Didn't want to overdo it with it. I'm running a vertical, like I said now, and I've enjoyed listening to your verticals and various antennas that you've experimented with over time.
Yes, sir, David. Now, the only thing that if you would check for me, if you go to Quick and go to Drive, and tell me what your level on drive is.
Tell me what your level on drive is. Drive gain is 75%.
Alrighty. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds real good. The stock, they come 50, and then I suggest, usually 60, 65. What it depends on is the person's voice, and sometimes folks need a little extra boost there, so their voice works out and keeps that 3 dB dynamic range. Roger.
Keeps that 3 dB dynamic range. Roger. Okay. Do I need to go up, down, sideways, or what?
No, sir. I would say that's just perfect. Did I tell you that 75, or did you get that someplace else?
You get that someplace else. I think the last time we talked, we worked on the audio, and you told me to work on, or I heard you telling someone else to work on talking so that you stayed within a certain level of the AFC, and I've been working on that. Have a ways to go with it, but I'm working on it.
Yes, sir. You're doing real well. I'm just looking here, and it looks really, really nice. I can on my, I have a VU meter that's tied to your audio, and I can see precisely what your modulation is doing, and I can see the dynamic range, the way the meter moves, and you've got it going on. Just perfect. I wouldn't change a thing.
That's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. Okay, thanks a lot. I think I ended up setting the compression at about. But thanks, and it sounds like you have a number of people calling this afternoon. I know you're much in demand. Thanks for coming back to me, and I hope you have a good afternoon. KC9VKV, this is November Mike 4.
Roger. And David, what is your location, please?
David, what is your location, please? Okay, here's somebody else. I'm in Laurinburg, North Carolina, which is probably 30 miles south of Fayetteville or Fort Bragg.
Yes, sir, David. Well, I have spent some time in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg at two stations. This was in the 70s at WFLB in Fayetteville, and at the time WFBS in Spring Lake. I don't know if you're familiar with those stations.
I think I've heard both of them. The call signs sound familiar, and they're AM stations, aren't they?
Oh, yes. My whole life has been AM. I've never worked for an FM station, Roger.
Worked for an FM station, Roger? Okay. Yeah, I remember. One of them's like 6:40 AM, and I'm not sure about the other one.
Both of them were up 1450 and 1490, I think, something like that. I think the FBS station is long gone. FOB, I think, now is Billy Bob Radio or something. I don't know. They change around so much, but and I think it's FM. I think they just use the call sign now on. I think it's Bob Radio on FM now, but WFLB. But anyway, thanks so much, David, for checking in. Appreciate it. If you get a chance, drop by next Friday. We'll be glad to hear you, Roger.
Thanks a lot for that. And you always put in a big signal here in North Carolina. So 7-3, thanks a lot. November Mike 4 Oscar.
Roger, David. Hopefully next week, next Friday, you'll be a little quieter. Right now, sounds like we might be having a thunderstorm somewhere. So, but threes to you. Have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you've got a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.